Hello everyone. Welcome all of you for today's chemistry class, chapter 1, chemical reactions and equation part 2. Before starts the class, shall we do one small warm up exercise? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. All of you sit straight. Close your eyes. Keep your hands on your side. Now take deep breath and slowly release. Take deep breath. Slowly release. Take deep breath. Slowly release. Now, rub your palms, touch your cheeks and eyes. Now slowly open your eyes. Okay. How you are feeling? Good? Fine. Today we are going to learn about chemical reaction and its type. Before starts the class, shall we recall once the previous class? Okay. What we learned last class? We learned about the observation to determine occurrence of a chemical reaction. It may be change in state, change in color, change in temperature or evaluation of gas. Yes or no? And next we read about chemical equations. It has two types. One is word equation, another one is symbol equation. Yes or no? Yes. Now, then next what we learned? We read about the balancing of chemical equations. Yes or no? Balancing of. So according to the law of conservation of mass, we have to balance the chemical equations. And we have some steps involved for um, balancing equation. Yes or no? What are the steps involved for balancing chemical equation? See, first we have to write the chemical equation in the form of word equation. From the word equation only we have to write the symbol equations. Okay. And keep the reactants on left hand side and keep the products on right hand side. And separate them by an arrow mark, arrowhead pointing from the reactants towards the products. Understood? And convert the word equation into the symbol equation by writing the symbols and formula of all the reactants and product, and make the atoms of different on both sides of the equation equal by suitable method. This is known as balancing of chemical equations. Okay, here one note we have that means do not change the formula of substances while balancing the equation. We should not change the formula, but we can change the number of atoms both sides. Understood? Because it should be balanced. And we have to find out the compounds, elements means polyatoms. Okay, for example, SO4, NH3, NO2. Okay, nitrogen plus oxygen. Okay, SO4 means what? Sulfur plus oxygen. So this is a polyatomic nature. So we have to see that, and we have to see metals or non-metals, and we have to see about um, some elements. Okay, like that first we have to solve the polyatomic nature things. Next we have to see the metals or non-metals. Then we have to solve one by one reactant side and the product side. Okay, for example, now this magnesium, here the magnesium is having here one. See magnesium here one, here oxygen right hand side. Okay, left hand side, this is right hand side. So here oxygen is 2, here oxygen is magnesium is 1, oxygen is 1. Okay, so it should be balanced. For that what we can do? So we can multiply with this 2 because here 2 oxygen we have, so we can multiply with 2. So by that time what happened here? 2 MgO O2 plus Mg. Now we have to see that here Mg1, here Mg2. Again what we have to do, we have to multiply with 2. But then what we'll get, 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. This is a balancing equation. Understood? Now today also we will read some examples of balancing chemical equations. How to balance the chemical equations. Understood? Some on 5 to 6 example I will teach you. Then that time you can understand very clearly. Understood? See, this is a one example 1. Okay, hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. Okay, how we can write this? Hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. Understood? Okay, now shall we balance the equation? So first we have to see here any polyatomic nature elements are there or what. Next we have to see the metals or non-metals. Understood? See here no polyatomic nature. Polyatomic nature means see SO4, NH4 or NH3 or SO3 or OH. These and all polyatomic natures. Two atoms combined together, we are getting one element. Understood? So we have to see this. If it is there, both sides we can balance very easy. Okay, now here it is not there. So what we can do? We can balance. So what? This is a reactant side. This is a product side. Yes or no? So we will write that. A reactant side, product side. First what we have? We will take chlorine and H. So chlorine, how many we have? Here 2 is there. How many H we have here? 2 is there. This side how many we have? 1, 1. So what we have to? We have to balance the equation. So here 2 H is there, no? So we can multiply into 2. By the time what will happen? See, H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 HCl. Now shall we balance once again? R reactant side, product side. H, how many H we have? 2. This side 2. How many Cl we have? 2. Now this equation balanced. Understood? See one more example. Magnesium oxide plus carbon gives magnesium plus carbon monoxide. Okay, so here you see magnesium oxide means what? NgO. Yes or no? Plus carbon C gives magnesium. Magnesium plus carbon monoxide. Understood? So shall we balance now? Yes. So RH side means this is a reactant side, this is a product. Or LHS RHS. That also we can write. No problem. So first we can write Mg, next O, okay, next C. So Mg how many we have here? 1. This side how many we have? 1. And O how many we have? Here also 1. Here also 1. And how many carbons we have? 1. Here how many carbons? Okay. So already this equation balanced. So no need to balance it again. Understood? Next. Phosphorus pentachloride plus water gives phosphoric acid plus hydrogen chloride. So how we can write that? Phosphorus pentachloride. Penta means 5. So how we can write? Phosphorus pentachloride. Okay. Plus water. H2O gives phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid means what? H3PO4. Phosphoric acid plus HCl. Understood? This is a symbol equation. Okay. Now we have to balance the chemical. We have to balance this equation. How we can balance? First what we have to see here? See here, write reactant side, product side. So first what we can write, phosphorus we can say P. Next what we can take, Cl. Next what we can take, hydrogen. Last what we can take, oxygen. Understood? Okay. Now we have to check P. How many P we have here reactant side? 1. How many P here we have? Here 1. So no need to balance. Okay, next how many chlorine we have here? 5. Here how many chlorine we have? 1. Yes or no? So now we need to balance the chemical equation. What we can do? Here 5 is there. So we can multiply with 5 in before this. So what is a new equation? PCl5 plus H2O gives H3PO4 plus 5HCl. Yes or no? This is a new equation. Now shall we do once again? Shall we balance the equation? Right hand side or reactants, products. Reactant P how many? 1, 1. Cl how many? 5. Here 5. And H how many we have here? 2. Here how many we have? 5 plus 3, 8 we have. Yes or no? Yes. Now we have to balance the chemical equation. What we can do? So if you multiply with 2, 4, we will get 8. Yes or no? So shall we multiply with 4? Yes. So now the new equation PCl5 plus 4H2O gives H3PO4 plus 5HCl. Now shall we do once again? Reactant side, product side. P how many we have? How many P we have? We have 1, 1. How many H we have? Cl we have 5, 5. How many H we have here? 4 twos are 8. Here 4 twos are 8. Now you see oxygen. Oh, here also 4. Here also 4. Now this equation is balanced. Okay. So one by one, step by step, we have to do the balancing of chemical equation. One more example. See, sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay, so here how we can write sodium? Sodium molecular formula Na plus water H2O gives sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide, how we can write? NaOH plus hydrogen. Understood? This is a symbol equation. It's a word equation, this is a symbol equation. Now we have to balance the equation. Shall we see now? Right hand side means a reactants product. So from the reactant side, what we have? Na, H, O. Yes or no? Yes. Now shall we see one Na? Here also one. Here also one. And H how many we have? Here 2 we have. Here how many? 2 plus 1, 3 we have. Oh, how many? 1, 1. But here variations there. So we have to balance the equation. Yes or no? So what we can do? What we can do? We can multiply with 2. So the new equation is Na plus 2H2O gives NaOH plus H2. Understood? So now we have to check again. We have to check this one. Reactant side, product side. Na how much? 1. 1. Hydrogen how much? Here 4. Here again 3 we have. Yes or no? So what we have to do, we have to multiply here with 2. So now you see Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. Okay, now we have to check again. We have to check reactant side, product side. Na how much? 1. Here how much? 2 we get. And again we have to balance it. Now hydrogen how many? 4. Here 2. Sorry, here 4. 2, 4. Oxygen how much? Here 2, here 2. But here Na we have to balance. So what we can do? We can multiply with this 2. So what is the new? This one we will get 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. Okay. This is a new balance equation. Shall we check now? Reactant side, product side. So reactant side, how many Na we have? Na2, this side also 2. And how many H we have? Here 4 we have. This side also 2 plus 2, 4. And how many oxygen we have? 2, this side 2, this side 2. So now the chemical equations are balanced. Understood? Next one is barium chloride plus aluminum sulfate gives barium sulfate plus aluminum chloride. So shall we write the word equation, symbol equation? Yes. BaCl2 plus aluminum sulfate. SO4 3 gives barium sulfate plus aluminum chloride. So this is a symbol equation. Okay, now we have to balance the chemical, this equation. How we can balance? First, what we have to see? We have to see here lot of see here SO4 is a polyatomic nature. So first we have to take that polyatomic SO4. Next metal aluminium. Next barium non-metal chlorine. Okay, so these 4 elements we have. How we can balance it? First we will see. Reactants means reactant side, product side. Okay, reactant side, product. First we can write SO4. How many SO4 we have? Here we have 3 SO4. Yes or no? Right hand side. This side how many we have? 1. Understood? So this side also 3 we need, this side, or this side SO4. For example, if 3 means this side also we want 3. For that what we can do? We can multiply with 3 inside. Okay, now new formula, new equation, barium chloride plus Al2SO4 3 gives Ba means 3BaSO4 plus aluminum chloride. Understood? This is a new, this one. Now again we have to check right hand side, reactant side, product side. SO4. See here SO4 together. SO4 together. So no need to take again and again sulfur plus oxygen. Here also SO4 is there. Here also SO4 is there. So only we took together. How many we have? 3. This side also we have 3. Okay. And next we have to see aluminum. Aluminum how many we have? 2. This side how many we have? Only 1. So what we have to do? We have to multiply with 2. So what we will get the new equation? BaCl2 plus Al2 SO4 3 gives 3BaSO4 plus 2LCl3. Understood? So now this is a new equation. Shall we balance check it once again? Reactant side, product side. How many SO4 we have? 3. This side also 3. And how many Cl we have? Al we have? This side 2. This side also 2. Good. Now we have to see next barium. Barium. Okay. So now how many bariums this side? 1. How many? 1. This side 3. So what we have to do? We have to multiply with 3. Already here 1 is there, no? So now the new reaction is Ba3BaCl2 plus Al2 SO4 3 gives 3BaSO4 plus 2AlCl3. This is a new equation. Understood? Okay. Now, shall we say check once again? Right hands, reactant product. So, SO4, how many SO4? 3, 3. Aluminum, how many? 2, 2. Barium, how many? Right hand reactant side 3 as well as product side also 3. Yes or no? Yes. Next what we have to do? Chlorine. Remaining we have chlorine. So how many chlorine we have here? 2 into 3. How many we have? 6. This side 2 into 3. So 6. So totally the equation balanced. So we got a new balance equation. So this is a balance equation. This way we have to balance the equation. Okay. Next one. NaCl, sodium chloride plus AgNO3 gives AgCl, silver chloride. Okay, silver nitrate, silver chloride plus sodium nitrate. This is a equation. So we have to balance the equation. So here any compound materials or polyatomic nature materials we have? Yes, we have a NO3. So first we have to solve NO3. Here also NO3, here also NO3. Next, whether it is a any metals, yeah, Ag, silver is a metal. Non-metal, chlorine. Okay, so Na, sodium plus and chlorine. So like this only we have to balance the equation. First shall we do now reactant side, product side. So first NO3 we have to take, yes or no? So how many NO3 we have? 1. This side how many? 1. And next Ag, silver. Ag, how many Ag we have here? This side 1. This side 1. Next we have to see chlorine. How many chlorine we have? 1. This side 1. And sodium. How many sodium we have? 1. This side 1. So no need to balance it again because already this equation balanced. Okay, there is no need to balance. Already it is balanced only. Understood? So like that, like this only we have to check the chemical equations whether that is a balance or unbalanced. Understood? So one more example. So why I am giving these so many examples for you know. So then only you can understand. It is very easy, children, to balance the chemical equations. Very easy. Okay. Only one thing we have to understand the concept. Understand the formulas. Words from the word equation we have to convert the symbol equation. For that we have to learn the formula of the chemical things. Okay, metals or non-metals. For that one, already we learned last year atoms and molecules lesson. Okay, so if you don't know about the formula of metals or non-metals or whatever, go through that lesson. Then you will understand the symbols. Okay, for example, hydrogen H2, O, oxygen O, chlorine Cl, aluminium Al, okay, silver Ag, okay, zinc Zn, copper Cu, like this. So these are the molecular formula of the elements. Understood? Okay, next we are going to see one more equation, how to balance this equation. So barium, Bam is what? Barium chloride. D2 is there. Barium chloride, hydrogen sulfide, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, barium sulfide plus HCl. Okay, hydrochloric acid. So now this barium chloride react with sulfuric acid. We are getting barium sulfide plus hydrochloric acid. Now we have to balance the equation. First we can see that whether it is any compound materials are there or what. See, we have a compound materials SO4, SO4. So first we can write that SO4. Okay. Next we have to write what? Any metals. So here any metals? No. So barium, chlorine, hydrogen. Okay. Now we have to start this balancing equation. Reactant side, product side. So reactant side SO4, how many we have? Only one. This side how many we have? Only one. Okay. And barium, you see next barium. Barium how many we have? This side one, this side one. So no need to balance. Next what? Chlorine. Chlorine how many here? Two is there, here one is there. So we have to balance. So what we can do? We can multiply with 2. So we will get a new formula. What is that? BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2HCl. Understood? This is a new equation. Now we have to balance it once again. Okay, reactant side, product side. So first one is what? Barium. How many barium we have? 1. This side, how many barium? 1. Next, first SO4. How many SO4 we have? 1, 1. Barium, 1, 1. Next, chlorine. How many chlorine we have? 2. Here, how many chlorine? 2. And how many H we have? 2. Here, 2. So this equation is balanced. This is a new balanced equation. Understood? This is a last equation for we are going to balance. Okay, I hope everybody understood this balancing of chemical equations. Yes or no? How to balance the chemical equation? Yes. Okay, now all of you see here. So first what we have to see? We have to see any compound polyatomic nature things are there or what. Yeah, we have PO4. So we have to write in that first PO4. Next anything? Yeah, OH we have. Next calcium. Yes, good. Next hydrogen. Okay, so according to this we have to balance the equation. Understood? So first what we can do? Reactant side and the product side. Reactant side first PO4. PO4 how many we have? Only one. Yes or no? This side we have 2. So what we can do? We have to multiply with this 2. Here 1 is there, no? We have to multiply with 2. So we will get a new equation. How? 2H3PO4 plus CaOH2 gives HOH plus Ca3PO4 2. Understood? So once again we have to check it. Okay. Reactant side, product side. Reactant side PO4 how many we have now? 2. Here product side 2. Next what we have to see? OH. How many OH we have here? 2. Here how many OH? 1. So again we have to balance. So what we have to do? Here 2 is there. So we have to multiply with this 2. Okay. So what will get? H3PO4 plus CaOH2 gives 2HOH plus Ca3PO4 2. This is a new equation. Yes or no? Yes, good. Now again we have to check reactant side, product side. PO4, how many PO4 we have? 2, 2. OH, how many we have? 2, 2. Next we have to see about calcium. Here calcium 1, this side 3 we have. See. So what we can do? We have to balance the equation. Yes or no? Yes. So what we can do? Here 3 is there. So with this we have to multiply. So 1 into 3, 3. So new equation is NH3PO4 plus 3CaOH2 gives 2HOH plus Ca3PO4 2. This is a new equation. Understood? Now we have to check it once again. Reactant side, product side. So first what? PO4. How many PO4 we have now? Now 2 PO4. Here how many PO4 we have? 2 PO4. Next, how many OH molecules we have here? 5 we have. Sorry. 3 into 2, 6 we have. This side how many we have? 2 1. So what we have to do? Again we have to multiply here. 3 2s are 6. 3 2s are 6. So our new equation is 2n, sorry, 2h, 2h3PO4 plus 3CaOH2 gives 6HOH plus Ca3PO4 2. This is our new balanced equation. Okay, so now we can check it once again. Reactant side, product side. How many PO4 we have? 2, 2. OH how many? 6, 6. Yes or no? 3 2s are 6, 6. Next what? Calcium. How many calcium we have? 3. This side 3. And last hydrogen. Yes or no? How many hydrogen we have? 6. 6. So the equation balanced. We got a new balanced equation. Understood, children? Okay, good. Now I am going to teach about writing symbols of physical states. So we have 3 kinds of states of matter. Yes or no? Yes. What are the 3 kinds of states of matter? Solid, liquid, gaseous state. Yes or no? Okay. So in the last year, first chapter, matter in our surroundings, we read very detailedly about it. Yes or no? Yes. So now for a solid, what are the symbols we can use for this equation? We are going to see. Okay. For solid, so we have some specific symbols. Okay, this the specific symbols we are mentioning with the help of first letter in this. Okay, so solid means S, liquid means L, gaseous means G, aqueous solution means AQ, aqua means water. So what happened? What is meant by aqueous solution? The solution prepared with the help of water. Understood? So these are the short form. We cannot write. See, Mg plus O2 gives MgO. So in that we cannot write SOLID, LIQUID, GAS. Like this we can. So it should be very lengthy. So only we are having some specific symbol known as state symbols. Okay, the first letter of the solid, first letter of liquid, first letter of gaseous. And aqueous solutions we can write PPT also. PPT, aqueous solution. Precipitate. Understood? Sorry children, not precipitate. Precipitate we have to draw like this, or we can write precipitate. Okay, in the reaction if we are getting any precipitate, okay, that precipitate means it will not mix with the water, we will get a new product. Okay, so um, for this solid we can, this is a magnesium, now it is a solid. O2 means gas, yes or no? And we are getting MgO. Okay, good. So magnesium oxide we are getting Mg plus O2, that is solid form only we will get, not liquid form, solid form only we will get Mg, magnesium oxide, that is a white color ash, no? So the writing symbols of physical states we can use with the help of the state symbols. Understood? Okay. Sometimes a gas is, if evolved in a certain things, certain equations, what we can do? We can write like this. Hydrogen gas evolved. So we can put upwards arrow mark. Okay. Some equation, the precipitate form. So we can put downwards arrow mark or PPT, precipitate. Understood children? See this equation all of you. See. Here the arrow pointing upwards, okay, and here the arrow we put downwards direction, yes or no? Yes. So with the help of this we can find out the correct symbol of physical states inside the chemical equations. Okay, so this is the equation, sodium plus water, these two solid, sodium is salt, sodium plus water mixed together we are getting sodium hydroxide, means that is aqueous solution. Okay, it is liquids, water only, this mixing. Okay, so sodium plus water, then we are getting what? Sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas evolved. So only we put upwards arrow mark. And next you see calcium hydroxide, that is a, it already mixed with water, so only that is called as aqueous solution. With gas what we are getting? Calcium carbonate, precipitate we are getting, some precipitate, it will not mix with water, we will get a new product. Okay, so only we put the downwards arrow mark. Understood? Next, we are going to see about significance of state symbols. So, what is the importance or significance of state symbol is? So, here what happened? The sometimes water, in liquid state or solid state or gaseous state. Liquid state means that is a water, and gaseous state means dry carbon dioxide we will tell, no, dry ice cube, yes or no? And gaseous state means that is a water vapor. So three states of matter also water can, we can say that. Okay, so here some heat is evolved or observed or released. So these kind of things are called as exothermic and endothermic reactions. Okay, so two also same reaction only. For example, you see here, hydrogen gas react with oxygen gas, we are getting liquid state of water plus 572 Kelvin joule heat evolved or released, that is exothermic reaction. And same reaction only here you see hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, but now the water formation is in gaseous state, means water vapor with different heat energy. What is that? 484 Kelvin joule. Understood? So this fourth reaction if you see, here also different heat involved. Here also different heat involved, but both also exothermic in nature. Understood? So the both these reactions of exothermic nature because heat has been evolved in these. Yes or no? The heat has been evolved or released in these activities or in this reaction. However, actual amounts of heat evolved are different when water is in the liquid state or gaseous state or solid state. Understood? See here, liquid state, gaseous state. So here the heat evolved with with different components. Like water is in now state. What state? Liquid state. Here this reaction water is in gaseous state. Understood? Okay. So here what? The state symbols are the almost significance for those chemical reaction which are either accompanied by the evaluation of heat or by the absorption of heat. Either exothermic or endothermic. Both also the significance of state symbols may vary. Understood? Okay. Next, we are going to see about how to make chemical equation more informative. See here. So first what we can do, how we can to make the chemical equation more informative. Already we know that equation we have to write first and we have to write after that symbol equation. And we have to balance everything we read. And in between we have to put plus signature, plus sign and gives means the after the reactants we have to put gives arrow mark. Yes or no? Now everything is there, but we have to add some more informative. How we can make the chemical equation more informative? How? With the help of putting arrow pointing upwards or downwards or PPT means precipitate or plus sign after the inside the product. Okay, after the see for example we saw here see hydrogen plus oxygen gives water liquid formation. See hydrogen here gaseous state, here gaseous state, here liquid state. After that plus point, why here plus? We don't want to mention, no, because that much heat is evolved. Okay, so only we put plus mark. So that reaction is called as exothermic reaction. So here you see nitrogen plus oxygen, nitrogen oxide minus 180 kg heat absorbed. Means the heat absorbed. We need still more heat. Here no, it is not releasing. So here heat absorbed. So that is endothermic reaction. So we put here minus. Okay, understood what is the difference? Why we are putting here plus, why we are putting here minus. Understood? So the mention the actual heat evolved in the exothermic reaction by plus signature and heat absorbed in the endothermic reaction by negative sign on the product side. Okay, right hand side, not in the left hand side. On the product side only we have to mention the exothermic reaction by plus signature and the endothermic reaction by negative sign. Understood? Okay. And now in some chemical reactions what we can do, we can write, see like this. See, we can write above the arrow mark something. So for example, heat energy, this much heat they used, 500 degrees centigrade. Okay, and iron catalyzed. So this and all we can write above the equation. By the time what we can get, we can understand that. Yes or no? So this way the equation become more informative. Okay, for example now carbon dioxide, that is a photosynthesis reaction. Yes or no? Carbon dioxide, water Okay, gaseous state plus liquid state combined together with the help of sunlight, chlorophyll, we are getting energy. Carbohydrate, yes or no? Plus oxygen released. Yes or no? We are taking oxygen in. Plants are releasing carbon dioxide. Taking carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. We are taking oxygen and we are releasing carbon dioxide. Yes or no? Yes. And certain chemical reaction can proceed in both the direction. See, for example, N2, that is a nitrogen gas, plus 3H2 hydrogen gas combined together, we will get 2 ammonia. NH3 means that is ammonia, that is a gas. Okay, and again from this 2 ammonium gas, we can get N2 plus G. Okay, so this is called as a reversible reaction. Okay, such reactions are also called reversible reactions and are indicated by the symbol like this. Like this. It can be reversed from here to here. Understood? Yes, good. I hope all understood today's topic. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me or you can call me, and I will give you assignments also in this link. Okay, these are the questions I'm going to give for you assignment. Okay, see children, first question all of you see, why should a magnesium ribbon to be cleaned before burning in air? Why we have to clean it? Because already it is a mixture of magnesium hydroxide and magnesium carbonate. Okay, so what happened? It slowly deposit on the surface of the metal by the action of moist air. So we have to rub that. Okay, we have to the and the layer prevents the metal from burning when flame is brought in near contact with the metal. Okay, so the surface should be properly clean, prefer if preferably with a sandpaper before burning the ribbon in air in order to remove the layer of magnesium oxide. So already it is a present. It is a combination of the magnesium hydroxide and magnesium carbonate. Okay, so magnesium oxide is present in that. Okay, so only we have to remove with the help of sandpaper. Understood? Okay. Next, all of you see here. Write balance equation for the following chemical equations. Okay, you have to write the balance equation and write the balance chemical equation with state symbols for the following equations. You have to balance the equation with state symbols. State symbol means what? S, L, G, PPT or upwards arrow mark or downwards arrow mark, etc. Understood? Yes. This also we have to do for the balancing of equations, chemical equations. Okay, this also already they given in the word. Okay, you have to write a symbol equation and you have to balance it. Understood? If you have any doubt, you can ask me, no problem. I will clarify your doubts. Understood? Thank you. And next class, we are going to see about types of chemical reactions. Okay, today I thought to explain, but I could not. Next class, I will teach you the types of chemical equations. Understood? Thank you, children.